Welcome back to NVS Culture Connect.
Yeah, someone said it's the Vibe Command Center.
Period. My name is Tracy.
And I'm Mankind's one of a kind, Chimp.
Let's get started. In the headlines, alarming dropout rates.
The Archbishop resigns.
Filmmakers donate to policy.
Squid Game creator toothless?
Let's get started. So Uganda is facing a problem of really high dropout rates. For instance, let's say you start your P1 with like about 1.8 million students. By the time that class is finishing, they have reduced to about 670,000.
Finishing P7.
P7.
Imagine that.
Yep. And then also with high schoolers, it's the same trend where about 1.7 start. By the time they're finishing S6, they're about 400 and something thousand. You know? So it's a significant drop, and now they're factoring in reasons like cultural pressures, obviously money sometimes, and also some teachers aren't getting paid the best, and some they might not be teachers there to teach them, so they're like, where must I go to school? And so
we're seeing the number of the annual kids that actually graduate at 60,000. You know, now these are kids that started in P1 with like 1.7, like you said. So what happens to the rest of the 1.6? You know, what has happened to these kids? They're all
really
dropouts. And I mean, there's so many factors that come to play.
One of them actually is opting for vocational education, as opposed to regular conventional school, where you actually learn those skills.
Welding and braiding and all these other things.
Those types of things.
But the other is kids are actually dropping out because even when they come to the school to study, they're not teachers.
Yeah.
You know, they're not teachers, and the kids just like, why have I come to school? You know? And
well, sometimes it can even be corporal punishment that's chasing them away.
Most of
they're
them
scared.
Yeah, they're scared to hand in homework.
Yeah.
Maybe
what if they've done something
pen
wrong, you know?
to even write the homework.
Yeah.
So it's man, I don't even know what they can employ to reduce or to curb this particular problem. But at least knowing that some of them are doing vocational studies, that at least gives us some hope, you know?
Absolutely. So now what's happening is UNEB, despite these hurdles, is still carrying on to provide the examinations for the remaining candidates, just to keep the fairness for the ones who are still there. But obviously this is an issue that requires much attention.
The Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, has resigned over the Church of England's mishandling of essay cases. Now, this comes 5 days after a report showed negligence to these particular cases.
Yikes.
Yes. Now, this report shows that there's a lawyer named John Smith that was a volunteer at the camps that were held by this particular church, and he was doing these particular actions to these young boys.
It's awful. I mean, look, also this thing of burying is a tale as old as time. We've seen it happens even in homes.
Yeah.
You know, when family members are involved, your kids are told to keep the secret, or nothing is ever really done, you know, for the victims. And it's just really sad. And I think churches also, this happens in churches, and it's really sad to see.
Yeah, so many prominent people and church leaders came out to say that this was a noble act of the Archbishop, you know, to resign. And others think different. Others think that he should be criticized for negligence, for actually running away. Others think this is an act of cowardice.
You know what? It's really tough. Obviously, the crimes that are stated here are very sad, very terrible. And I think they should have gotten the right attention. And I just hope that they do eventually, and that these victims actually get justice. Because at the end of the day, that's what matters, you know?
Yeah.
So filmmakers in Uganda have donated 57.6 million shillings to Parliament for the reform of the national culture policy. Now, this is an aim to strengthen the country's cultural industries.
First of all, that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money donated by the filmmakers to the Parliament.
And also, why are they the ones donating to the Parliament? Isn't it supposed to be the other way around?
Anyway, they're saying that this reform is set to preserve cultural heritage, talk more about protect intellectual property as well as foster job creation. And this is an effort to strengthen Uganda's creative industry.
We love to see filmmakers take initiative.
Yeah, and hopefully this is going to ensure the sustainable growth of Uganda's cultural and creative industry.
Where are they getting the money from, though? I want some of that money.
Okay.
Yeah. Squid Game creator Wang Don-hyuk revealed that because of his intense stress for shooting the first season of Squid Game, he lost 8 teeth.
Well.
Yep, he lost 8 teeth. So when he was getting stressed, the man was losing teeth. Yeah.
Okay. I understand stress affects us all differently.
Yep.
So like, was he not eating and like he got so malnourished to a point where his teeth were falling out?
All I know is me when I'm stressed. Even if I eat what, I want to lose weight, right? I don't know what was happening to this guy's teeth. I don't know if they were just falling out. I don't know.
Maybe he just had weak gums.
Maybe.
Because people's hair falls out. That one I know.
Hair falls out.
People lose hair when
I know people get gray hair and they are
even
stressed.
lose hair. Or maybe because he was stressed, he was pulling out his teeth. Or like they fell out of his mouth. Like,
I think they fell out of his mouth. We don't know this guy's age. Maybe we...
There's some serious health issues there. Maybe.
Yo, directing is not easy, eh? Especially Squid Game, man.
I was so stressed, my teeth fell out.
Imagine
what a story
that.
to tell.
Imagine
what a story.
Greetings and thank you for watching NBS Culture Connect. My name is Joquis Clean, and as per usual, we do profile a champion in every one of our episodes. Today, an artist, Tie-Dye.
Hello. Hi,
Good
guys.
to have you, Tie-Dye.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, I like your name. It's very artistic.
Thank
It takes me back to my high school art lessons,
Oh, yeah?
doing tie-dye. So let's start right there. What's your real name? And tell us a little bit about tie-dye.
My real name is Tandy. I guess Tandiwe. So, wait, a bit about tie-dye. I mean, I guess I'm like a singer, songwriter, rapper. Just starting out, really.
Yeah.
Finding my way. So, yeah, that's me.
So I see where the tie was coming from. Where does tie-dye come from? How does it come together?
Tie, because my first name is Tandy, so I took like the T, then like the vowel, the A and the I to make tie. And I was like, it's a bit short. I don't know, it feels like I need some more body. So my last name starts with a D, so then I added the dye on.
Right.
Yeah, the
And then the next thing you know, tie-dye.
Yeah, tie-dye was born.
You should be wearing like those tie-dye shirts.
I really should. Once I get into
All the
merch,
time.
like when I get into merch, you'll definitely see more of the,
Oh yeah,
of the
because
tie-dye for
your
sure.
match should just be a
You know
lot
what I mean?
of tie and dye.
Like,
I like that.
yeah.
All right, so most of us got to know you on the song Thursday, but before we get to dive into that, a little bit of your story. Where were you born? Where did you grow up? What are your hobbies? A little bit on if someone wanted to know tie-dye a little bit more, because I've also realized you're very reserved on your socials, so a lot of people want to know just a little bit more.
Okay, I was born in England, lived there for a little bit and then moved here with my family when I was like 4. So I've lived here most of my life since I was like 16. I left again for like uni and other school and then moved back again afterwards. Wait, what were your other questions?
I just wanted to know a life story of tie-dye.
So yeah, I guess, okay, so I moved back. I
Yeah.
came back in COVID actually, 2020. Just very crazy. It was like on an evacuation flight, but managed to get back. And then I started working, doing like procurement, supply chain management. That's what I've been doing. And then music, I guess, on the side. So I started making music in like 2017, I want to say. That's when I met Lagom and Josh Forehead, actually, on the same day, at the same event, which is very, very fortunate. Like,
That's lit.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I think it was like just before I came back home that summer, I was like, I want to start making music, like, I think I told 1 or 2 people. And then I just bumped into these guys that were both making music, home studios, and they were like, yeah, okay, just like come through, let's see what we can do.
Yeah. So who inspires you musically? I'd like to know, because your style is very different and it's just you who has that kind of style, I feel like, in Uganda right now. So I want to know, where do you draw inspiration? How do you get to more than say, this is my sound?
I guess I get inspiration from, I say Frank Ocean,
Ooh.
Lauryn Hill, like the whole of Odd Future essentially, because I think they shaped me a lot musically when I was
Mhm.
quite young as well. Who
If
else?
you ask me, I would still think you're quite young as well.
I mean,
You know?
my birthday was last month, so I'm feeling a bit like
All day, every
I'm getting
time.
up there, but you know.
Right. So, how do you link up for Thursday? When do you guys make this song? And after that, tell me about how it makes you feel to just go around places and they're bumping the tune, people
Oh,
singing
it's
line
crazy.
for line. Yeah.
So I guess Kabu has sent me like a version of the beat that he'd come up with
Yeah.
in sometime last year after Longitude had come out. So he'd use some of my vocals to chop them up and kind of like make this new beat, because I sent him some songs I was kind of feeling, and he was like, okay, let me see what I can do with this. So he sent me a version of it, and I was like, yeah, this is bumping, like. So I recorded my verse, I think in like June or July, summertime vibes, you know. I was just doing a lot.
I
you know,
like
as you do.
your verse, man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Is that what you stand by? Is it like real stuff?
That was
right
the old
there?
me, man.
Don't come here assuming the things that I say.
As in, I'm a new girl.
I see.
But at some point in life, I was really living that way. So
Badass.
yeah, and then I think he sent the beat to BB as well, and he wrote his verse, and they just came together like.
I see. We could go on and on. Ty-Dye is here with us today, and what a pleasure. We get to know him a little bit more. And you said there's more music coming?
Yeah, soon. We're hoping like August. Fingers
August.
crossed. But yeah, stay
Slowly
tuned.
by slowly. It is what it is. My name is Joquiz Clean. That's our profile today. Back to you, Chimp and Tracy.
And that's a wrap.
As you all know, all good things must come to an end.
That's right. And at the end of the day has to end.
Yeah, now we don't have any midweek madness for you today. Maybe you guys can let us know what midweek madness is there. Let us know in the comment section. Guys.
Motivation. Why are we pushing for madness? Give us motivation. We need it.
Chicken Yigi is just around the corner, innit?
Anyway, there's also that.
Yeah, they need some madness
Yeah.
and badness combination.